Nigeria is a country where we like entitlement. If Peller can create a business that makes you want to get paid for 500 and he still didn't employ you and he used you, you don't think you're supposed to start your own content instead of going against him? And if you notice, achievement is only given for the big dogs. They don't talk about if you're still down, you achieve it, unless the big one talk about you. Always check online. Best student does not get noticed until somebody big up there post a person. Check all the small artists that are big. Until somebody big up there posted, then you see other blogs. Thank you. My name is Idan Jenkins. This is CTDA Media. We are here on another episode of Solo. We've got a couple of response about what we're doing, and we do appreciate those that could put it on social media, and those that could personally reach out to me. We do appreciate it, and it's something we're still doing, and there's still an open gap, and not just an open gap. There's an audition we're going to be doing very soon. If you would like to sit down with me or be among the people that will be presenting on our podcast, you could definitely reach out to us on any of our social media, and my team will definitely reach out back to you. On today's episode, you already know who's behind the scene, no other person. Cubana, Cubana of Houston, that's what we call him. So Cubana, what are we doing today?
Today we're back to the questions we need to learn.
All right. On this episode, Cubana is going to be asking me the questions. If you've watched a couple of our past episodes, it's more like a continuity. What we're trying to do now is to focus on things that a lot of people doesn't talk about on podcasts while we can bring it to you. All right. Show the question.
Okay. Today let's talk about beef and fake headlines.
Beef?
And fake headlines.
And fake headlines.
Yeah, like okay. What happens when African critics stop asking the real questions?
Whew, that's crazy. That's a tough one. Damn. Beef and headlines. I think I'm saying it correctly, right?
Yeah.
It both work hand in hand. It's hard to know when people are really having a real beef. Unfortunately, in the entertainment world, is something that is needed for the business. And when it comes to headlines, it's important when you understand stock exchange. And everything we're doing in the entertainment world move past just entertainment. So when you talk about headlines, it goes much as people just think it's headlines, but the headlines go beyond just headlines. I don't think it will ever stop. I don't think it's stopping. I think it's even much now. And the reason why I say it's much now is somebody like me, with my level of knowledge and intellect and life experience, I'm a critic, and I've been privileged to be how should I say it? Being acknowledged by very big people around organization in America. I won't go into that, but for me, critic has become what every fans does now. It's become another way of music. Every artist have been smart enough to create their own fan base, and it becomes something where they use as an ops. If you're into music a lot in America, you understand what I mean by ops. So it becomes where it's just part of the culture. I don't think it's something that is bad. And when it comes to the critical part, I do. A lot of people might not. I can only say from my personal experience. So this is just my personal experience. I will use Nigeria as a whole. A lot of people in Nigeria living for what they can eat. That limits a critic to really express themselves, if you look at it. So it becomes where they are telling you what to do or how to go by it. But for somebody like me, where I'm being privileged to have my own job before, having all this, it gives me that confidence to express myself. And that's why I said every fans have become a critic. Everybody just come online and they just want to express themselves. And I regard them as a critic, because once you can criticize whatever you think I'm doing, that gives you the privilege to become a critic. So that's how I see it.
Okay, what about in terms of the headlines, the fake headlines?
Fake headlines will continue to be fake headlines, because we're living in a world where if you can play it back to my face as many times, I'm going to believe it. So, and that's given a lot of loopholes for, I'll go back into entertainment world because that's my own niche. It has given a lot of artists that are not what to be in front. And I'll tell you why. A couple of artists understand marketing. A lot of artists, I've reviewed a lot of artists, I've went through a lot of artists. I can talk about Nigeria and America too. A couple of some artists in the UK that I've went through their, catalog and a lot of things like that. They don't have branding. And that gives those that are not talented to understand how to put themselves in the headline. And like I told you, headline is everything. As much as you can show off your face, that's how much I'm going to want to see you. And we live in a world where social media has been our way of life. So if you could be on all places with something tangible, people will want to do business with you. So it's very, very important. So beef and headlines is something that is going to be in our culture, is part of our culture, actually. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Okay,
that's just my own honesty.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. The next question is why does Nigerian media ignore matters that really like they ignore moment that really matters and they hype moment that breaks us in terms of achievement and in terms of chaos?
Unfortunately, it is sometimes people forget to understand it is not even the media company sometimes, it's the people. People aggravate to bad things. People don't like good things. And unfortunately not to quote me on this, disclaimer, this is not a fact. This is just my own way of what I've been able to research. If you notice a lot right now on social media, forget about entertainment. What do you think is really, really popping right there? It's nonsense. If you scroll on TikTok right now, pam, 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 pam. For me, though, I don't follow people because I've understand how social media works. Respectfully, I've always tell my friends, like, you can be my friend. Social media is another word on its own. But you can tell when you sit around people, when they TikTok, 10 slides, it's not giving them anything that makes them grow, but to make them to numb their pain. You get what I'm saying? Like you're seeing things that make you remember your pain, but you're numbing it. No worry, tomorrow good day. Especially in Nigeria, we have so much of small. Those things has become what we just aggravate to. People go there. People send it to me, I'll tell them I always tell companies, like, don't send it to me. If you send it to me, I will open your chat for 3 days. Because I don't want to open a chat where I'm seeing somebody say, Ori, I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying we all have to be serious, but unfortunately, the media is following the trend. They are not trying to control it. That's the problem. It's hard for a lot of media to set their standard because at the end of the day, how they make their money is to please most of the big artists, most of the big brands that want them to do this. So if you give me a job that will make you go viral, I have to banter you. I'll banter you now. So that's just my own ideology about that. So when it comes to achievements, and if you notice, achievement is only given for the big dogs. They don't talk about if you're still down, you achieve it, unless the big one talk about you. Always check online. Best student does not get noticed until somebody big up there post a person. Check all the small artists that are big. Until somebody big up there posted, then you see other blogs posted. So it's an achievement. The same way go with Grammy. But when it comes to saying for me, like a media company, it is not a straight word to say media company don't want to post it. But unfortunately, a lot of media companies don't understand how social media works. So they follow the paths that makes them to feel noticed, not the consistency of their own brand. And I will say this, there's a lot of, I don't even know, maybe you should call them media company or blogs in Nigeria that you can tell that they're just for the clicks. It's not for the educational part. If you go to their page, it's for the clicks. It's not really like you watching them like a media company or a blog that really want to, so that's just what it is. We're still learning social media world in the Black community, and African community. And that makes us to not understand who to partner with, who to team with, and who to collaborate with.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Something just popped up in my mind, and I want to talk about education a little bit. Let's digress a little bit.
Okay.
Nigerian education system.
Mm-hmm. Dang, how do you move? You jump me from that word to another word. That's crazy, but I like it.
Yeah, because I just popped up and because one time, the content creator was training.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to employ a graduate.
Yeah.
What's your own take on it being a creative?
So what I would say about that is I'm not going to mention no name, not because I'm scared, not because I don't, but I know I'm that kind of a person now that everything I say becomes something people can go different ways. So I have to make sure I'm representing a lot of people that I'm with. But this is one thing I will tell you. I'm not even going to say I don't think. Nothing is wrong. You know why? Nigeria is a country where we like entitlement. There's one girl that even did a video about how she was being treated. And I did quote by telling her this. I can't vividly remember what I said word for word, but this is what I said. I said, if If Peller can create a business that makes you want to get paid for 500 and he still didn't employ you and he used you, you don't think you're supposed to start your own content instead of going against him? That's the problem we have in Nigeria. Everybody feel like Peller is making that money. Peller is asking for. Peller is building a brand. I don't know how long, how far, but I pray the boy know how to manage himself because that's a brand. So if you now face Peller, you did not face your cancer. Let me start like this for anybody watching this. You didn't face your counselor. You did not face your dad. You did not face your mom. You did not face your sister. You did not face your relative. You did not face your pastor. You did not face your imam. You did not face your chairman of local government. You did not face your governor. You now went to go and meet Peller that wants to pay you 500, that did not pay you, that you went on live, and you're not making video complaining. And everybody, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. And I see another guy, a content creator too, saying he's going to employ the girl, Yeah, Nigeria is a... Let me say this respectfully. Nigeria is a country where in the entertainment world, they know little, that the little they know, they are ready to take everything from you and gatekeep you for them to grow. That goes in every sector of most of those things. Now, this is my personal opinion. I'm not generalizing that. And I'll repeat myself again. We are in Nigeria entertainment world. A lot of them are so talented, but they are scared of social media so much that they are scared to honorably put themselves to the young ones to teach them. And if they teach, the young ones teach them, they are ready to gatekeep the young one to the level where everybody is stuck in the same place. So that's just how it is. So for me, if you're watching this is CTDA Media. You can check us on our present website, www.ctdamongblack.com. We have a blog. If you like us to talk about your business, you can definitely reach out to us. You can check us on our Instagram, on our X page, and also on our TikTok page. You can check us on Spotify. You can check us on Apple Podcasts. You can check us on Amazon Music. You can check us on Heart Radio. These are the platform where we have. And also, if you're watching this video right now, means you're watching me live on YouTube. Yes. And we want to appreciate all our followers for making us to make more than 1,000 plus. Our goal is to get to 5,000 before the years come to an end. And who knows, we can end up with 500,000. So if you're watching us, we would like you to follow, share, and talk about us. Our goal is to connect the dots. And when we mean connect the dots, we don't horn what we're saying. We're only the platform that give you a chance to express yourself, your truth, and to be heard around the world. And this is where we're going to wrap this up. It wasn't the last question, wasn't planned. If you enjoyed, if you have any topic you would like us to talk about, that you would like me to explain, you could definitely drop your comment. You could definitely drop your questions, and I can promise you we will definitely go through it. And you might see us talking about the question that you ask us. To the next episode that you're going to see my voice and my face. My name's still Oyebanji Akins, and I didn't do this alone. You already know who's behind the camera right there. It's Cubana of Houston. Till next week that you see this episode, stay blessed, stay active, and stay focused.